My law partner, Eric Fudali, and we are outside the federal criminal courthouse downtown Manhattan for the Sean Combs trial. And you can see there's a lot of press here gathered. It's going to be a big day, and jury selection starts today. Eric, what happens during jury selection?
So jury selection is the opportunity for the lawyers and the judge to find unbiased, impartial jurors who are going to hear the case and ultimately be the fact finders at the end of the case.
Okay, but how do you know if somebody's unbiased?
That's a great question. So this is actually the one opportunity where the lawyers and the judges get to actually speak with the jury. For the rest of the trial, it's just going to be speaking to the jury. This is the one opportunity to get to have a dialogue with the jury. They have a very limited time with limited questions, but their goal is to find out maybe secret biases, maybe some impartiality, people have some sort of prejudice. This is their opportunity to get rid of the jurors that are going to be biased against their case.
It's really hard. You have to try to get inside the minds of people who don't want to tell you what they're really thinking, but that's what makes jury selection interesting. So we are here on behalf of our two clients who were brought civil cases against Mr. Combs, and we also represent a government witness. All right, we'll keep you posted.
Let's get started right where we left off on our last live. Okay, let's go. Juror 81 response. My ex-husband was convicted of attempted murder in Brooklyn, served 21 years. Judge then asked, victim's name? Juror 81 response. Don't remember. My stepson was getting bullied on the block. He came to the block with some friends and there was a gunfire. Judge then response. Any application? None? Not excluded. Next juror. Okay, so juror 81, all right, who basically shared that their ex-husband was convicted of attempted murder in Brooklyn and served 21 years. The judge asked for the victim name. Juror 81 says, I don't remember. My stepson was getting bullied on the block and he came to the block with some friends. There was a gunfire. So clearly, they're answering questions about maybe things or situations that could make them biased. Okay. I think that's what we're saying here. Well, let's keep going. So the judge asks, any application? None, not excluded. So I'm kind of confused whether this juror 81 is excluded or not, but we're going to move on. Next juror, when it was breaking, house raids, arrests, Cassie the artist, judge asks, can you be fair? Juror says yes. No application, juror not excluded. Okay, so this juror specifically who was asked various questions, one of the questions is if this juror could be fair. This juror said yes. So this juror was not excluded. Juror 89. I know Diageo. I'm a sales manager with an airline. Juror 89 responds, my sister is a federal prosecutor in San Antonio. She works mostly on immigration. Judge asked juror 89, can you be fair? Juror 89 responds, yes. Growing up, the neighbors were a high-profile couple. I was closer in age with the girlfriend. My parents asked me to be the peacemaker. Juror 89 is excuse. So, juror 89 is excuse, but so for whatever reason, juror 89 is excuse. Okay. And they're going by this pretty fast now. Juror 89 is excuse. So we got that. Juror 92 is a woman. I like to serve, but my child is in the hospital. The judge responds, excuse. So juror 92 is excuse. Juror 107, I'm with Engender Health on the board of St. John's Hospital in Yonkers. I have a girlfriend at the Manhattan DA repping the LGBTQ community there. Okay, so the judge asks, can you be fair? Juror 106 says yes and then leaves. All right, so we don't know if juror 106 here, based on what Inner City Press is reporting, we don't know if they've been included, but we don't know if they were excused or not. So I'm letting you guys know that there's some missing pieces to this. Juror 110, I have job interviews planned. The judge says, I'm going to excuse you for cause. Okay, so juror 110 is out. Juror 116, I can't stand videos of skateboarders going down on the ground. I just can't. Judge then asks, but can you be fair? Juror 116, yes. Okay, we don't know if juror 116 made it. Kind of makes you wonder what made them talk about skateboarding and, videos. Let's keep going. Judge says, you wrote you saw the hallway video. Juror 116 says, I didn't see much of it. Agnifilo responds, I have a written question. Pass it up. Judge then asks, how can you watch violence in court but not on TV? Juror 116 says, the latter is stage. Leaves. Juror 116 is not excluded. Okay, so far we have juror 55, 22, 28, 52, 58, 81, maybe, because I'm unclear about that one, and 116 and 106, maybe, because I'm a little unclear about that one. Pretty sure 106, it's not clear on the narrative, but if we include 106, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 that have passed so far. Okay, let's keep going. Agnifilo responds, I'm going to want to question the juror from HBO, but not in front of the others. Remember the HBO juror? The one that said, yeah, they were working on the fall of Diddy, that documentary, and they might have talked about Diddy in the hallway because that was the conversation at HBO. I don't know why they're not excluded. I know some of you guys said it's fine if they're there, but I don't know. I would have excluded HBO too, but hey. Judge says, we'll get to that. Bring in juror 117. Juror 117 arrives. My wife deposed Sean Combs in a case about a stampede. Oh my God. So juror 117, the wife of juror 117 deposed, and that was where a bunch of people died.
And when they closed the doors, pass out because it was hot on that staircase. You know what I'm saying? And when they closed the doors, I knew something was going down.
City College was a deep experience for me. I was there, I was on the floor, I watched people take their last breath, regurgitate, and die.
Okay, you said a female?
Yes, a female.
A female?
She had a asthma attack? She passed out unconscious. They can't revive her.
I remember this case because we talked a little bit about it briefly. Oh my God. Okay. That was the stampede, and I think he had to pay out of pocket for so long. And people talk, I think that was even included in various documentaries too. Okay. Sir, juror 117 said, my wife deposed Sean Combs in a case about a stampede. The judge then asked, has she expressed negative views about him? The juror says, yes. I have a feeling that juror 117 might be exit out, okay? But let's keep going. Did you tell your wife you're on this case? Juror 117 says no. But another prospective juror who knows my wife saw me and told her. Wait. Another prospective juror saw me and told his wife about it? Oh my God. Judge says, write that juror's name on a post-it note. Done. 117, my adopted adult daughter has been sexually abused. So there's more information that he's providing. The government responds, I have a question, passes it up. The judge says, can you not talk about this case with your wife? Juror 117 responds, yes. Judge says, if chosen, I will order you not to speak with her about this case. Excuse. That should have been enough. So did juror 117 pass? So then the government responds, what's the name of the other juror? The judge says later. So I'm confused. Did juror 117 pass? Why, I guess we'll find out. For those that don't know, that stampede case was a horrible, a lot of people died on that. I can't remember. There was definitely civil lawsuits, but I think there was a criminal investigation off of it. Okay, so we'll talk about that maybe some other day. Let's keep going. Juror 118, I know Mr. Combs has parties with drugs and sex. I learned from it. I learned from podcasts. I listened to Joe Rogan. Judge then asks, can you be fair? 118 responds, yes. Not excused, nor is 127. They're moving fast. I don't know what this means. Agnifilo responds, I want to question the HBO witness. Okay, so this is what Inner City Press is saying. So 118, after being asked if they could be fair, they said yes. So 118, if I'm understanding this correctly, is not excused. So he might be on the pass list, and neither is 127. Okay. So he puts in a note here, inner city press. They're moving fast, which I suspected that they would be. Okay. Um, Agnifilo then says, I want to question the HBO witness. Okay. He's asking again. Judge responds, you can make an application. Now the group questions, not excused jurors come back in. Okay, so now the non-excused people are coming back in. They're going to do group questions. Juror number 5 says, I live in Manhattan. I work in finance. I'm a churchgoer, member in Connecticut, but attend St. John or just St. Jean Baptist on the Upper East Side. Juror number 22, I work in web maintenance. I get newsletters from local politicians like Harvey Epstein. I don't have a TV. I look Toots and the Maidels. I'm a member of a community garden. I think that's a reggae group, Toots and Maidels. The judge then says, I wanted to ask about the migrants. The evidence will be on screen. Okay. Juror number 22, guys, remember, she's the one that has is it ocular migraines? Okay. And she has the question about why is it the U.S. government versus Sean Combs when it should just be the person versus Sean Combs. That's what the juror said. This is number 22. So we're back to her. So the judge is asking, I want to ask about the migrants. The evidence will be on the screen. And that's basically it. We don't know if juror number 22 is excused, but I don't know what the answer was because it's not finished here. Okay, inner city press jumps to juror number 20. I live in Westchester alone. I have 2 master's degrees, a bachelor's in PR and then sports science. I binge watch Netflix. I like alternative rock, play volleyball. Okay, juror number 116. I'm 68 years old, work for a phone company as a field tech. I listen to 1010 Wins. Juror number 2. I'm a massage therapist. I'm single. I'm a BFA in acting with NYU. I listen to NPR. I like jazz. I go to the gym. I'm in SAG in Actors Equity. Juror 52, women from Westchester, freelance writer. I ready the NYU, or I write the NYU. There's some typos here. Mostly the cooking app. Okay, so sounds like she writes for NYU for the cooking app. That's what she's saying. Okay, the judge asks, could you tell me more about fonts? This is juror number 52. Juror number 52 was on our list. I believe that's the one you guys were talking about. Thoughts behind, her, the pagan, the fonts. Okay, juror number 52. I wrote the rebrand for an environmental company. Next juror. I work at Gristedes. I have a bachelor's in retail management. The judge asks, social media. The juror, not for news, TikTok, Facebook, Hulu, reggaeton. Okay. Juror 51, I'm a math teacher in the Bronx. I watch Bronx News 12. I like the Golden Girls, 90s and before, R&B, hip-hop, gospel. Juror number 112, I work for Fila Marketing. I get news from social media, Business of Fashion, ESPN, and I watch The Voice. I like country. Juror number 55, I work at a nursing home. My spouse does too. I went from hotel management. I'm not a fan of the news. I read like Harry Potter. I watch that and Narnia, Marvel. I'm in 1199. Juror number 75, I work for JP Morgan. I listen to old Indian music and play cricket. Juror number 118. I'm a teacher. My wife is an occupational therapist. We play tennis. I have a master's in health education. I don't watch the news. Judge then asks, social media? Juror number 118 response, X, Instagram. I watch nearly all Yankee games. I like the Beatles. Okay. Juror number 106, engendered health. I have a MBA in finance. I read the Atlantic, Harper's, podcast, and the Daily. Juror number 58, I live in the Bronx. I'm a head accountant clerk for Edgecombe Correctional Facility. I like the Mets. I listen to reggaeton. Juror number 58, I believe, wasn't that the guy or the person that was found guilty of fraud, self-disclosed, criminal history. Pretty sure the correctional facility part says that I'm head clerk for Edgecombe Correctional Facility, unless this is a different person. I could be wrong, but this is interesting. Let's keep going. Juror number 25, I have PhD in molecular biology. I listen to NPR. I like documentaries about climate change. My domestic partner, he is a graphic designer. Juror number 81, I'm in Manhattan. I work at Elmhurst Hospital. Juror number 127, my spouse is a doctor of Chinese medicine. You know, here's the theme that I'm noticing from all of these jurors. A good portion of them listen to NPR. So a lot of them are getting their news from NPR, probably. Let's keep going. Juror number 127. There's a publication in Dobbs Ferry that I read. I like dramatic things. I watch White Lotus. I like bluegrass. I run and I go to the gym. I gather that the Congression pricing case is not on this floor. It's on the 15th floor. Okay. Juror number 29. I work at HBO. There's juror number 29 who works at HBO. Okay. Wow. I thought that was juror number 28. I'm telling you guys, my numbers are all crazy now. Okay. I'm 55 years old. I read food magazines on TV. I like British detective shows on PBS. I like 70s and 80s classic rocks. I bake, read, museum, art galleries. I do yoga. The judge then asks, "You're a photo producer?" The juror 29 responds, "Like the stills on buses." Okay. Judge then further says, "Do you cover all HBO shows?" Juror 29 responds, "I work on White Locusts, Bill Maher. I have about 10 shows." The judge then asks, "How many photo producers are there at HBO?" The juror responds, 5. I work on Tokyo Vice." The judge then says, "Thanks." Juror number 84, "I'm a mover and packer, food magazines." Juror number 84 further responds, "I watch the NBA." Judge asks, "Which team?" Juror number 84, "Golden State Warriors." Judge then asks, "Let me see the lawyers at the sidebar. Okay, jurors, you may leave. You will hear from the jury department. Don't post anything on the internet. Don't read about the case." And I think that's where it ends. So juror 29, as you guys can see, I mean, it just depends on where you guys stand with this, but he definitely has some like stuff going on with the HBO stuff. Okay. Now hold up. Because we're still in court. At least when we were. Okay. So we dropped off at juror 84 with the Golden State Warriors. Okay. So the judge then, dismisses. You will hear from the jury department. Don't post anything from the internet. Don't read about the case. Okay. Then later on, the judge says, "I will see some of you on May 12th. Then will victim 3 testify?" The government says, "I don't know. She may not show." The judge responds, "Will you mention her in the opening?" The government responds, "I don't expect so. If she were to testify, it would be on the second half." Judge then says, "If you can, tell them later this week." Brian Steele for Combs, okay? The Young Thug's, lawyer, okay? Is there as well, Brian Steele, and he says, "Could we enter your courthouse at 7 or 7:15 so we could meet with Mr. Combs?" Judge says, "Fine with me. Check with the marshals." Okay. So it further goes, Judge says we are adjourned. So we are adjourned, y'all. We are adjourned. Long day at court, and we are adjourned. Guys, we'll be following this jury selection. Do me a favor, hit the like button, support the channel. Y'all are amazing. Thank you to everybody that showed up this morning. That was a lot of fun. Shout out to everybody. We'll definitely be hopefully live tomorrow, and we'll be live streaming some of this, y'all. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'll see you guys on the next one. Rabbits out. Bye, guys.